Hello everyone, welcome back again to our channel Coders Arcade. This is Saurav and we are here with the next part of our DevOps VTU Lab videos. Okay, so in the last video we learned about the introduction to Git and we had learned about lots of important commands of Git. Yes, and I showed you how to work with basic Git commands, create a repository and how to make commits, right? But still we are working with the local only. So let's now see how to work with GitHub. So in this video, we'll be understanding more about GitHub and how to connect your local system with the GitHub cloud repository. Okay. So before starting this video, guys, once again, I'd like to request all of you, those who are new to the channel, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. And because I'm not getting motivated, guys, some of you are watching the videos, some of you are not watching. Those who are watching, they are not even commenting. And I really appreciate those who are commenting. I really appreciate them a lot. Thanks for commenting, and I'm trying my best to bring all the videos quickly, guys. But you can understand, right? We have lots of projects going on, and we'll be going to colleges and teaching at the same time, coming back, recording videos, editing them, uploading them. It takes a toll on us. We do that, but I promise you, I will be doing that very soon and coming back with the experiments very soon. Okay, so in this video, let's get started with this one: how to work with GitHub. Fine. So without any more ado, let's get started. And please, guys, subscribe to our channel if you are new, and also help share our content to other people. Okay, that really motivates me a lot. Fine. So let's get started, guys.
Just a small recap of what we have actually done there. Okay, so we had a folder in our local where we actually initialized our repo. Then we added some files. Say we created actually a folder called Coder Circuit, right? And then we started adding the files by using the add command, and then we actually committed our changes. Fine. Then in the .git folder, we had all the changes reflecting. If it was not visible, but still we understood that everything is actually done in the .git folder. Okay. So guys, if you have not watched the video, I'm telling you again, please go ahead and watch the video, the part 1 video, and then come back and watch this video. You'll be very easily understanding all of this. Okay. Now, in this video, what we want to do is we have already committed our changes because we know that whatever we have done till now is good. And now what we want to do is we want to go to GitHub. Okay, here we'll create an online repo, or you can say a repository, where all this contents in this folder will be added, or you can basically say that we will push all our code to the online GitHub repo. Fine. So that will be our target. I will show you some commands that we use. So there is a command called git remote add origin, and then here you have to give the GitHub URL. Fine. And then after that we will actually push all our code into that -u origin and master, the branch that we are pushing all our code. Okay, so let's try to do this now. And guys, before starting, I just want to tell you, if you guys haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel and also hit the bell icon, because that will help you get notified about the latest updates of the channel. Okay, so without any more ado, let's get started. Guys, I will go to my desktop first and let me show you here. This was the folder which we are working on. Okay, and you can see this is the .git folder. This is a hidden folder, but because I have set the settings like show hidden folder, so this folder is not hidden. I can view this. Okay, you have f1.txt, f2.txt, index.html, p1.py, and test.java. Fine. So right click, show more options. I will go to git bash here. Fine. And maximize this. And let me just show you something here. Okay. If I say git status, press enter, you can see we are on the master branch and there is nothing to comment. Working tree is clean. And if I see the git log -1 line, we can see the latest commit. See, this is the checksum that we need to remember, and the head is on the master, and this is the commit message. See, first commit, added new files and made some changes. Fine. So now I'll just clear, and then here we want to add the link, or we want to add the online repo here into our local. Fine. So let's do one thing. Let's go to our GitHub account. Guys, this is my GitHub account, okay? And it's very easy to create an account. Just do one thing. You go to github.com, then give your username and password and then email, and automatically you'll be easily creating a GitHub account on that. After that, if I go to my dashboard, it will look something like this. Here you have a command called new, or the button called new, okay? Just click on this and you will be able to create a new repository. And here I will just say git, or let me write the same thing, okay? Coders arcade. Fine. You can see, guys, if it is green and with a tick, it says that it is available. Let me just maximize the screen for you to view this. See here, green with a tick. It says Coders arcade is available. Fine. So I'll just minimize this and close this. Okay. I'm just going to create this and I'll say this is a demo repo for our YouTube, and let it be public for the time being, because right now I'm just showing you a simple example of how to get started with Git and the GitHub. Fine. But when you are actually working in the industry, then you might be needing a private repository where you can actually give the access to your team. Fine. That can be done later. We will talk about that later. Don't worry about that. For the time being, let's keep it simple and short and try to understand that we are creating a public repo where we can actually add all our files. And if you have been connecting with me from the last video, the part 1 video, then I can do one thing. I can, guys, give you the link to this particular folder that we had created, Coders Arcade. I can give you a Gmail link of this folder, creating a directory there, and then we can go ahead and be sync with me and create the same thing there. Okay, you can create a new repo called Coders Arcade or whatever name you want to give, and then we can start like this. Okay, and then I will leave everything blank for the time being and say create repository. See, we have created a repository which is completely empty right now. Okay, and this is actually our URL or the link to our repo. If you see this, https github.com saurabh sarkar /codesarcade This is actually the complete URL. And if you want to copy that URL, you can just click on this copy option. It will be automatically copied. And let me minimize this. Now we have access to our GitHub URL. Now we just want to go to our git bash terminal and here we can add it. Okay, and guys, I have actually created a proper notes for you all. I will be sharing you this whole thing later, and you can see here I have said that we already know about the status command, we already know about the add command and the commit command. Right? This is all we have already done. Correct. So now what I want to do is I want to add a GitHub URL to add the remote repo link to our local repo. This is what I want to do. Okay. So see the command here, git remote add origin and then the GitHub URL. Fine. So let's do it now. So I'll say git remote add origin space. I have the URL copied. I'll just paste it here. See, this is the URL. Fine. I'll press enter. See, there was no error. But guys, for the first time, if you're doing this, I have done this a lot of times. If you're doing it for the first time, then what can happen? You might be asked a prompt to actually give access to your online repo here. So it can ask you two things. Let me just go to our whiteboard and tell you what can it ask you. It can ask you your credentials in the credentials manager. Okay. So it can be something like this: user.email and the user.name. These two things you have to set. Okay. So let me just go to my notes and show you what it is actually all about. See here, guys, for the git configuration that I'm talking about, it is user.email. So just for example, sample github@email.com and that username, sample github underscore username. Just for example, I'm just giving samples. Okay. Normally it is not like this. Normally it will be your email and your username. Okay. So make sure you do that. I have already done that, so I'm not getting that prompt, but you might get that prompt, so you have to do it like this. Okay. Now, actually, we have connected our online GitHub repository to our local Git bash, our local system. Okay. Now, this is what we are going to do now. Okay. We have our Codesarket folder. Here we have some files inside this. And now we have GitHub where we have created a repo called Codesarket. I'm just drawing this diagram so that you can understand. All these files I actually want to push into our online repo. So what we did at first, we said git remote add origin and the URL, correct? This is the first command that we wrote. Now I want to push all of them into it. Okay. So now I can say git push -u origin. What do you want to push? The master. Okay. Press enter. See guys, enumerating objects 5 done, and it says that we have pushed all our code into the online repo. Let's check here. Till now you can see it is empty. Now, but if I refresh now, wow guys, you can see here f1.txt, f2.txt, index.html, p1.py and test.java. Whatever folder files that we had here, see f1, f2, index, p1, test, all of this have been actually pushed to our online repository. Now, if my laptop crashes, see, why do you actually need all this? Why do you need to push all your code to the server or the online repo? See, suppose as a trainer, I am a trainer who actually keeps on going to lots of different colleges and corporate companies for training, right? So we actually have some of our sample codes and all notes and all in our system, the local system, my laptop. I'm talking about this, correct? Imagine tomorrow morning I have a class from 9 a.m. and all of a sudden my laptop crashes. The data is gone, right? What will I do? I'll be messed up. The situation will be messed up. I will not be able to show them anything. At that time, at least I can borrow a different laptop from the college or the company, wherever I have gone to for the training. And easily, if I know my username and the password, I can access the data because I had actually pushed all my code to the online repo, which was there in GitHub. Understood? So it saves you so much burden. See, and guys, I will tell you one more thing. You know GCP, Google Cloud Platform. Recently, they were about to lose 168. I don't know the correct figure. They were actually about to lose $168 billion. Why? The reason was one of their cloud storages where they had the data of many bank employees and bank customers to be precise, that was actually crashed. Okay. So imagine lots of data of so many customers in a bank is gone. Luckily, they did not have to do this. They were not facing that because Unity had a temporary storage which actually helped them to again regain back all the data. Okay. So thankfully, they did not have to go through that loss and they were saved. Okay. So, guys, that's why I'm saying it is very important to have a backup of your code. Okay, that is why everyone should be learning version control and everyone should be actually working on GitHub. So this is a very important part of the industry. Okay, so what I said, if I had pushed all the data into GitHub where I had a repo, I can easily access them if I have a laptop. If I have any other laptop, even if my system has crashed, I can easily go to the college or to the corporate company and do my training. It doesn't matter, right? That is the benefit. So now what we have done is we have actually pushed all our code that we had here into the online repository. Okay, fine. Now suppose I want to copy all the data from this repository into my local system. Fine, let's see how to do it. Okay, what I will do is I'm talking about a different command. This command is the clone command. Okay, guys, we have already talked about the push command, how to push all our code and files into the online repo. Okay, and now we will talk about a command called what we can talk about the command called clone. Okay, so clone will do what? We have a repo online in GitHub, and I want to clone that or just copy that into my local system. Let's see how to do it. Okay, I will just have a random folder here. Right click, new folder called cloning. I will delete that later. I'm just showing it to you here. Cloning. Okay, so here what I will do, I will just go and do git bash here. Okay, maximize this. Okay, now I will say git status, no commits, nothing to commit. You can see here, right? Now if I just want to copy all the content from this to our local, what we can do is I can go to this repo and I can just copy this particular URL. If you see here, this is the URL. Okay, just copy this URL and let me minimize the size. Go back to my folder where I had the git bash done. I have initialized an empty repository. Now I will just git clone and paste that particular URL. Let's see what happens. If you go and see this folder, there is nothing inside that. See? Okay, now let's get back and press enter. See, it says cloning. And if I go back here and refresh, see guys, the Coders Arcade repository completely has been cloned into my system. So if I want a copy of a project from GitHub, I can easily use the clone command. This is the command you need. See, git clone and then the particular URL. Okay, let me go back to my whiteboard and let me show or write down the command git clone, then the particular URL, the GitHub URL. Okay, and this is for copy a repo into your local. Fine. So this is also done. Now let's do one thing. Now we can create a fresh Java project and let's see how actually it is done in the real world. Okay. My favorite programming language is Java, so I'm taking Java as a example. We'll create a Java project in our editor IntelliJ. Okay, and then we will add some files, do some changes, and then we will just try to push that project into our GitHub. Okay, this will be our target, and I will show you how it is actually done in the real world. Fine. So let's do one thing. So let's create a, let me go to my GitHub desktop and sorry, GitHub dashboard, and then I will create a new repo. Here I will write the name as Java CA. That means Coders Arcade, and I will say demo. Okay, and I will say Java project demo. Fine, and create the repository. Fine. So this is the empty repository that I have. Now I will go to my IntelliJ and let's create a new project. Okay, let me say Java demo CA, and let it be Java, and fine. I'll just create. Okay, and then by default you get the main. Fine. So what I will do, I'll just create a new package called com, and then inside the com, let's say I have two things, basics, and I have one more, say advanced. Just for example, guys, I'm just trying to keep it simple. I have two packages, basics and advanced. So in basics, say I'm creating a new Java class, say demo. Okay, and main.java is already there, so I'll just close this. And in this demo, what will you do? I'll just create a simple file. Okay, I'll just say string channel is equal to coders arcade, and string request is equal to subscribe. Just for example, okay, I'll just say s out, please plus subscribe plus to our channel plus channel. Okay, let's run this. So it says, please subscribe to our channel, Coders Arcade. Guys, with this, I want to request you to subscribe to our channel, okay? And also, S out, please give the video a thumbs up and hit the bell icon. Okay, so that is the request for you guys for every video, guys. Please do it, because that is really a motivation factor for us. We really get motivated when you like and subscribe to our channel. That is what we are asking you. Fine. So if I run this now, it will say please subscribe to our channel Codus Arcade, and please give the video a thumbs up and hit the bell icon. Thank you guys. And now what we want to do is, I want to add this project into the online repo. Okay, so what I will do, I'll just click open in Explorer, and this is the project. See, I will just open it here and right click. You already know the steps. I'll go to git bash here. Fine. And I will say git init, enter. So git status, enter. This files are not added. Okay, I will say git add dot, press enter. Guys, any problems with the commands, you can go ahead and watch the previous videos and come back. Okay, so I am just thinking that you have already gone through the video, so I'm going with the flow. Fine. So now if I say git status, all the files have been added. Now I will say clear, and here I will say git commit -m with a flag, with a message. First commit added some Java files and made some changes. Okay, just a simple commit I'm showing you. Press enter. So all the changes have been done. Now if I say git status, see, on branch master, nothing to commit, working tree is clean. So clear. Now let's go back to our GitHub and try to add that repository here. So I'll copy this, go back, git remote add origin, and then we have to pass the URL. Right click and paste it here. Press enter. See, it's added. Now I will say git push -u origin master. Press enter. You can see all the code that we had in our local has been pushed to the online repo and GitHub. Now it is empty. Let's do one thing. Let's refresh and see. See guys, dot idea source folder. If I open this source folder, com.basics, inside the basics, you can see demo.java. See guys, this is what we wrote, right? See, if I maximize or zoom in, string channel code is arcade, string request equal to subscribe, system.out.println, please subscribe to our channel, code is arcade, and then this thing. Okay. So we have successfully added all our local files into the online repo by using the command git remote add origin master and git push -u origin master. Okay. And I have also showed you the command clone, which can help you to copy a online repository in your system. Okay. So I hope guys you like the video. If you really like the video, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon, because that will help you to get notified about the latest updates on the channel. Okay. If you have any doubts, please feel free to comment your doubts in the comment section. I will be glad to clarify each doubt that you can come up with.
So guys, now I hope you have got a better idea about how Git works and how we can work with Git and GitHub. Okay. And now I think all of you are clear about the differences between Git and GitHub. Okay. So now comes the good news that from the next video onwards, we'll be starting with lab experiment number 1 in our DevOps VTU lab. Okay. So it was really nice to understand the basic concepts, and it is really important. You will now understand, because all these concepts that you have learned from the beginning till now will be utilized. Okay. And I promise you the manual that I have created will be really helpful for you. Okay. So stay in touch, stay tuned. I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for your support. I will be very soon uploading the next video, the first experiment. Please stay tuned, and very soon we'll be covering up all the experiments. Okay. So thanks a lot for your support and understanding. I hope you are liking all the content. If you are really liking, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. And also at the same time, do make sure you share this content to all who are studying DevOps, trying to work with it, trying to understand it, and it will be really helpful for us also and them also. Okay. So thank you. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye and stay tuned. Thank you and happy learning.